I've never heard that noise come out of a car before.
Did I get way too excited over seatbelts?
Today's video is sponsored by Brooklyn Bedding.
We built a homemade inline 3-cylinder diesel engine and swapped it into this abandoned Baja Beetle, and now it's time to take this thing to the streets.
Don't you remember our last road test? This thing didn't even last 5 minutes before it broke down.
Yes, but while it was running, the acceleration was very impressive. I think if we can get it reinstalled and reliable, we're not gonna have a problem cruising this thing to a car show. In fact, for acceleration, I think this would give a factory Beetle a run for its money.
We'll see about that. This thing is either gonna be an absolute hit or we're gonna be on the side of the road waiting on a tow truck.
So this thing needs lights, brakes, throttle cables, a thrust bearing, and none of that addresses this thing's real problem that made it break down after just a few minutes of driving. But we have a fix. It was one of our engine flanges that failed, and we found a new coupler method. It's shockingly simple, and we're hoping it's gonna get us to a car show. All right, so we're gonna pull these engines out, remove our old couplings, and show you why we think our new ones are better and what exactly broke. So here's what we think happened. Nothing beats strength like these old couplers we had been using. However, they have no flex. These are the most rigid ways we could attach our engines. So if we have some misalignment or some warpage in our engine plate, which we think we do, it's gonna pick the weakest point and break it, like it did to this flange that attaches on the flywheel. So our new coupler is shockingly simple and kind of beautiful. I love how simple it is. It's basically two sprockets connected with a double roller chain. So it has just a little bit of flex and give, which is what we need, and it should have the strength to get us down the road to the car show.
So simple, yet should be so effective.
So we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We need to add a thrust bearing.
Sir, that's a Go Power Sports live axle bearing.
No, it's a Go Power Sports thrust bearing for Volkswagen Beetles. Yeah, so it's a real simple thrust bearing. Now I know that it's being used for something that it's not intended for, but for our purposes, it's gonna work just perfect. So when you press on the clutch in your car, you have a clutch fork pushing out here, which presses on the pressure plate, which loads the crankshaft in a direction that way. These crankshafts were not designed for that, so we gotta install a bearing that'll hold the crankshaft from wanting to go through the side of the case that way.
All right. Solid. A thrust bearing mount.
What you doing over here, man?
Oh, dude. So I don't know if you're aware, but we went to go mess with the brakes, and we had
That's a puddle.
we got a puddle under there. So the master cylinder, the brake light switches on the master cylinder busted, and it just dumped the brake fluid on the ground. I'm glad it did it now rather than us out on the road. So you have to order master cylinder switches and stuff to put on this car.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go ahead and do the master cylinder and all the wheel cylinders, since we got to wait for the parts.
Just to be safe.
Better safe than sorry. Oh wow, the grease looks fantastic.
It looks almost new.
Yeah, looks like someone probably redid the wheel bearings and then parked the car.
You know, I wonder, this guy really built his beach cruiser, and I wonder if he just he only got one summer out of it. I don't know. It's like the world's longest master link on this thing.
I've never seen a master link that long, dude.
Yeah, there it is. So it's like a crazy master link on this thing. It's like 1.5 inches long, and it has 3 pieces and a clip on it. And to make things worse, you're kind of jammed in between these two engines.
The keys aren't very long on those, So all the force is going to be going through those keys.
It's like an inch and a quarter in it.
Where those other couplings we had, you had the keys going in the keyways, and then it clamped onto the crankshaft. So very solid fit, and you don't have to rely on the keys holding the crankshaft. It's the tightening up of the coupling that just grabs the whole crankshaft.
Gotta say, those are some large brakes for a 1.6 liter.
It's not how fast you go, sir. It's how good you want to stop. You want better brakes than engine.
Speak for yourself. I know that drag rail up there has more go than stop.
Yes.
A lot more.
Yes. All right, we're almost done.
But I've never had the honor of having a car with more go than stop.
Now that we have these couplings and chains installed, let's think about fueling. These fuel tanks on these engines, they're stripped out, they're broken, they're just absolute junk, and we don't want fuel just flying everywhere while we're driving down the road. So let's take a look at the factory fuel tank, see if we can tie into that and run these engines off of that. We'll get rid of these fuel tanks. It'll probably be better. So let me get my borescope and peer inside of the fuel tank. All right, so the factory fuel tank is in the front on this thing, you know, because it is rear engine. How comfortable would you be having a fuel tank in your lap while driving down the road? That's basically what a Volkswagen Beetle has. All right, we're gonna check dental stuff too. Oh man. I think that's the top of the tank right there. I'm gonna rotate this. Try to. We want to see the bottom of the tank. Oh gosh, can you see it?
What is?
That's the bottom of the tank.
Is that just like rust?
That's like rust and debris. Yeah, I'm not sure we need to use this tank. You know what? We do have a extra fuel tank that we got for our land speed bike in a box.
Similar to that one.
It's kind of similar to that one. Let's go look for it, and maybe we'll be able to mount that in the back. I think it's like 5 gallons, which ought to get us plenty far, especially since it's a diesel. I bet it gets pretty good fuel mileage. Man, my body is sore just looking at this thing. You know, it took me a week just to recover from that kid's go-kart we put the racing engine on.
Yeah, man, we've had some rough ones in the past, but that's why I'm just thankful for my rest in bed. My mattress is from Brooklyn Bedding, and they're sponsoring today's video. When it comes to my mattress, I need cooling, comfort, and reasonable pricing. Brooklyn Bedding has been making top-tier mattresses since 1995, and they're shipped free to your door within the US, straight from their factory in Arizona, where they also design and assemble the mattresses, giving you premium quality without the high price tag for your best sleep ever. And if you aren't sure what type of mattress you prefer, take Brooklyn Bedding's sleep quiz on their website for their professional guidance. If you guys haven't heard or seen in the news or TikTok, there have been a number of lawsuits related to health issues associated to fiberglass in mattresses. But Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are fiberglass free, so I can sleep easier. Keep that fiberglass out of the bedroom and in your Corvettes. I mean, come on. Do you really want this stuff all up in your mattress? I've been sleeping on the medium firmness Aurora Luxe Cooling Queen mattress with a cloud pillow top for a few weeks now, and it fits perfectly in our bedroom. It was super easy to unbox, light and compact enough to carry through the house, no getting stuck in the doorway, and it fit in my room like a glove. After a long day in the shop and on the trails, it's been absolutely great falling asleep on the comfort this mattress pillow top combo offers. In the past, some pillow tops I've had were really hot. However, Brooklyn's cooling infused foam and hybrid airflow technology keeps me temperature controlled, so I'm fully comfortable, not too hot or too cold, and I have the great space of a quality mattress. I wake up refreshed and ready to hit the track every single day. And best of all, I sleep well knowing that I invested in a quality mattress that will last for years to come. Brooklyn even offers a 120-night sleep trial along with a limited lifetime warranty. I love my Brooklyn Bedding mattress, and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out brooklynbedding.com or scan the QR code to get 30% off your mattress with code CarsandCameras. And after you check out, make sure you support our channel by letting Brooklyn Bedding know we sent you in their post-purchase survey. Anyway, that's enough dreaming. let's get back to it.
All right, dude. Went to the other building. This is what we've got. Isn't that neat? This ought to work perfect in our Beetle. We might be able to get 300 miles out of this.
Wow.
All right, dude. So we're gonna have to make a bracket for this thing so it'll mount in the back because it does not fit flush. So it's gotta be elevated a little bit. I'm thinking some angle iron with some feet and then screw it to the floor on the Beetle. Lucas, you gonna take care of that for me, buddy?
I'll make it happen.
All right, because I'm working on the brakes on this car. We're replacing all the brake wheel cylinders. The brake shoes look fine. It's just the car's been sitting a lot and the wheel cylinders are stuck.
You mind if I jump in the back of this thing? I got that fuel tank mount.
Not while I'm under here. Let me get out from underneath this car because we got like 300 pounds hanging off the back, and then you hopping in the back. I just not sure about the stability of this car with all that weight hanging off the back of this thing. So let me give you a hand, and I'll get back to this in a minute.
All right, thanks. Per your specifications,
Looks good.
got some angle iron. Just pop some feet on it. Let me put this thing on here. It should be looking right.
That'll elevate it up off the
Yep.
ground.
Just
so-
off of it.
Yep.
No rubbing, scrubbing. Don't want any holes in our fuel tank.
Yeah, that would be bad.
But I'll bolt this up and then we'll find a spot in the back to gravity feed into our engines.
Sounds good.
Climb up here with this gas tank.
How's the air up there?
Oh, that's good. I'm not
Pretty-
tilting, am I?
Pretty thin up there? No, you're not. You're not tilted.
Okay.
It's a little bouncy. I wouldn't be jumping up and down with a trampoline or anything. Oh, that's good. I like
It's gonna
that.
be flush. Get these bolts in pretty easy. For this, I went ahead and found our spot. Pre-drilled our holes. But oh, we're looking good.
I feel better using this fuel tank rather than the
Yeah.
original.
Don't want to suck up anything.
Don't want to get a bunch of garbage in any of those injectors.
We want to make it to that car show.
Yeah, man. So you got the impact.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Nice. Oh.
Which one do you want to start with? That's solid.
Now that our fuel tank's installed, let's remove the factory broken, heavy, unnecessary fuel tanks off this thing. A lot of fuel in there. It's gonna make it a lot easier to do our fuel mileage test with one fuel tank.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So I could even pull these brackets off if we wanted to. I think I'll leave them there.
Yeah, whatever.
So we got to run our line from here, and split it into the injectors, and then we need to hook up a return, and fuel system's plumbed up. All right, so the fuel line is almost finished up, and we have the return back to the tank as well. So the next challenge is the throttle cables. We have one cable coming from the gas pedal on the Beetle to 3 different sets of linkages. So here's what we're thinking. We're gonna mount some threaded rod up here, welded, with some heim joints so that it can pivot. And these tabs here will pivot with holes drilled like so. And when we hit the gas, it's going to operate our throttles. At least that's the idea. Let's see if it works in practice. So I made this piece out of flat bar, bent it 90 degrees, drilled 2 holes, one on either end. We're gonna install it right here where this factory pivot is. Gonna need a lock nut back there. So we want it loose enough so that it'll still operate and return. We're gonna need a return spring, I'll say. So I'm gonna slide this rod end on. It's gonna be our pivot and this weldable tab. that we need to drill a hole into the end of. So I'm thinking if we put a bolt through here and this tab, and we weld this rod end to the engine there, we can have a nice spot to pivot that will press evenly on all 3 engines.
Cover. Mamma mia. Cover. We need to extend it. So I got these mocked up. I'll take this tubing here. And just give it a little extension. And that should do that.
So this is going to be throttle. Oh, you got these tight.
Yep.
So these rods go down. We got little tabs here. That's going to go boom, boom, just like that over there when you hit the throttle.
Yep. And what do you figure? Closer in? That way it doesn't try and push out and goes more straight up and down.
Well, it depends on
How much
throw
turn
we want.
need. So maybe we'll do a couple holes and see which one works out
And
best.
really, you don't have to worry about it. You just give it a little pull. So I had to bend the brake line. When I bent the brake line, it broke. Right in the floorboard of that car right there. So I had to run to the store and get some European brake line. It's got the bubble flare on it, not double flare, but just a bubble flare. It's just round on the top. And I'm going to replace the brake line from the master cylinder coming in until I get to a good point in the car. And then I'm going to put something in there I don't recommend anyone doing, and that's just a brass union. As light as the car is, it'll be fine.
Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Alright,
Yeah.
cover.
A done deal now.
Cover.
Looking pretty good, dude.
Dude, let's unlock these
And see if they
and see what
work.
happens with the pedal. Well, oh, we might have to be careful.
We'll be careful. Yeah.
These are still just tacked in. Push them, let's see what happens here.
That's to the floor. I don't think that's enough.
Come back out again?
You're gonna have to go up with it. We need a return spring,
We do need a return spring.
but the pedal hasn't lifted yet.
Oh, I have to do this, okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Do it again? Alright, yeah, so they move.
Yeah.
We just need a stronger 3 return springs.
Yeah, but we also need to find wide open throttle too.
That's true.
Yeah. So we need to make some adjustments or something, because I'm floorboarded here and I don't even think we're half throttle on that. So I've got my brake line cut to whatever length I feel like doing. I've got it bent. I'm gonna go under here and start pushing it through the firewall and see if it'll hook up.
Since our throttle wasn't returning very well, we decided we'd add a spring.
Nice and simple.
Pretty simple.
Let's see.
Gotta be a little careful with that.
Yep.
Gotta make sure the cable's not getting kinked.
Oh yeah.
It did a little kink, right? It had,
It wasn't me.
it was a little kinky.
Did it kink again?
No.
I like it.
Simple, yet effective.
Said brakes on these cars are generally pretty good.
They were pretty good.
It'll stop it.
Okay. Oh, we can also just put it in neutral.
Oh, you mean if it runs away?
Yep.
Yeah, you can put it in neutral. Push in the clutch, throw it in neutral, whatever. You ready?
Yep.
It's not returning.
Yeah, we only have half throttle and it's not returning, so.
I mean, I got it floorboarded. just try to go full throttle and see what you got. How much more movement do we have?
Not much. Oh.
Well, let's mess with the linkage and we'll give this another go. I think it looks awesome. It's very steampunk.
I do too.
So after much tuning of the throttle linkage area, ready for a test. Go ahead and hit it, buddy.
Gotcha.
Okay, nice.
Okay, that was not nice. Hang on. How
Me-
far is that?
I mean, we have like over half throttle.
And when you let go of the throttle, all three of the engines should cut off.
That's right.
If I adjust for more throttle where we'll get more throw, the engines will stay running at idle. We just got to figure a way to cut it off, you know, if we want to stop. Which you could let out on the clutch and stall it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think that's going to be plenty to get us down the road.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially since all of them still have the governors in them.
Man, I can't wait to put a gallon of diesel in this thing and see how far we can go.
All right, dude, pump up the brakes 4 times and hold them.
All right.
Above or under 30 miles per gallon?
Under.
Above.
Oh. You think it's going to get more than 30 mpgs?
Pump it up. Yeah.
Why?
Just
There's
do.
no way. You got 3 engines running on one.
And think about all your driveline loss.
Pump it up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think between the engine load each one of these is going to be under and the fact that there's so much drivetrain loss, I'm doubtful on 30 miles per gallon. I'm going to say 20.
20.
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
Anybody finish their drink? Yeah. So we got all the brakes in, looking good. Now we're bleeding them. So, Lucas,
Yo.
pump up the brakes. And you're holding.
Your name isn't actually Lucas, though, is it?
No.
Not even.
Pump it up.
He's just Lucas for Ike, I guess. I love how this is just like a homemade cruiser. Like someone had a little bit of money in an old Beetle and they said, I want to make a cruiser.
Boy, they did that.
I mean, look at that. They went and got the carpet out of the
Oh, the house?
yeah, or the community center or something, and went
Out of their neighbor's house.
Yeah, exactly, and got whatever paint was on sale and sprayed it or brushed it. I can't tell. It could have been brushed on. And yeah, man, but this thing is it is cool in its own very, very unique way.
Whoever made these, manufactured these wheel cylinders, the bleeder screw is supposed to be up top, not on the bottom. This one was a new wheel cylinder on this side. The driver's side had an original one. That bleeder screw was up top and the brake line was coming in on the bottom. So when we bleed these new wheel cylinders, there's going to be a tiny little air pocket in the top because I can't get all the air out.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer.
Spongy brakes, dude. Should stick with OE, man.
Yeah. $10 a piece, what can I say? They were cheap. So what I'm hearing is we have 3 engines where the throttles could stick with more torque than the factory engine and brakes from Amazon that are gonna have air in them.
It'll be fine. That one was clear. I think we're gonna have to just go through the whole system all over again. I've had to do it before. I've actually made like 3 passes on them before.
Really?
Before they come up. Yeah. So we're gonna have to try some more.
Hey, but once we get the brakes bled, man,
Yep.
we are ready to get this thing down, test it, and see what it'll do up against a factory Beetle.
Nice.
All right, so after what feels like a full day of bleeding brakes, we are finally happy with where these things are at. Apparently Beetles are just difficult for bleeding brakes. The other glaring problem before we take it for a test drive is the fact that you can't really see out of the windshield. So we're gonna pop this thing out, see if we can polish out this Lexan, make it clear again. So I was looking through all our cleaning supplies, and I noticed we had some a headlight restore kit. And you know, this windshield is sort of like one big yellowed headlight. So let's give this a shot, hit it with some compound in a small area and see if it makes a difference. I mean, it's a little better. Oh, hold on.
Tiny bit.
It is better.
It is better.
Okay, well, that's just 5% of this whole thing.
Make sure you do it right in front of the driver.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's keep going and see if we can make it any better. So I was today years old when I found out that a headlight restore kit is just like some water with a little bit of soap and some polishing compound and then like a few steps of very fine to extremely fine sandpaper. So we're using water, a Scotch pad works too, and the provided pads, and I mean, bam, look at that.
Well, it's better, but it's not going to be perfect.
I can see you through it now.
We probably got to do both sides.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, what do you say, Luke?
Man, did we do anything?
Looks good to me. I think it's way better.
You happy?
We might be wearing goggles on this one, boys. You know what? Let's do our test drive with this windshield, and then we'll probably be wearing goggles going down the road.
Great success. Yeah, there you
I mean, we can put it in. It'll look dumb without it.
Yeah.
I'll just drive down the road like this. The good news is we have throttle.
Oh man. We do. Yeah?
We have clutch with a throwout bearing installed. And we have brakes. No brake lights. I don't have the battery hooked up.
Not yet.
Although, I probably should check.
I like your ground strap. Holy moly. Nope, no brake lights.
Horn? Alright, something's going on, because we don't even have a horn. So we'll figure that out, but that's not going to stop us from taking this thing out on a test drive.
Sweet, man. Hey, that Blue Beetle's going down.
Where'd this come from?
There.
Oh, y'all took it off.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's about as good as a windshield. All right, so we only had a gallon of diesel here. So let's fire this thing up, test it around here. We gotta race the Beetle. And then our first pit stop needs to be the gas station for some fuel. Ready to fire this thing up?
yeah.
So Ike, what did you say before lunch, dude? You said, man, this would be a really awesome looking car if it didn't have all these engines hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, like some of the comments I read, like pretty disgusting when I thought of it, but it's like a roach with its egg sac on the back. Pretty gross.
It does remind me a little bit of a cockroach. But when this setup is done, I can't wait to put a 670 in this thing. That would be a real
cool.
Yeah.
Man, it's a good thing we got working brakes on this thing.
Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna like drive around the property and make sure it lasts longer than last time.
Okay.
So I'll set timer for like 3 minutes.
All right.
And then we're in the clear. So we think the battery on our starter box has just seen too much abuse and it's not starting this thing. So let's try some jumper cables before we resort to hole starting this. Fire in the hole. I got a smoking battery here.
Oh, it's sizzling.
Yeah. This guy in this Beetle's really tailgating me like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm good.
You say stop?
Can you hear him?
I have no idea what he's saying.
Me either.
we're just gonna keep going. I mean, it looks really cool back there. It's spinning the rear wheels, so it's definitely moving.
He's shaking his head no.
He's shaking his head. I mean, this is a good stress test of the drive line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know, we can look everything over and see if it's broken.
It ain't gonna last.
No, dude. Oh my goodness. That already has so much play.
Yeah.
None of these engines are hot. And we notice we're not getting our fuel returned to the tank. So we're gonna try to bleed all the injectors and try it again. But look at our connectors here. I mean, we're gonna be lucky to get 5 miles out of the setup.
Yeah, we're gonna need to put those other ones on.
Yeah. Turns out putting engines together, it's really hard on your coupler. You can hear all those things spinning over. Oh my gosh.
Still don't have any.
It was, I swear it was like running though.
I swear it was running too. Well, let's just try it again.
All right. You hear all those noises?
So many squeaks. And everything else.
Yeah. It's like, I've never heard that noise come out of a car before. What would you compare that to? It sounds like part of a bass drop.
Maybe you're hearing it better than we are.
Cracking the lines again.
What does that sound like to you?
Chains slapping all over the place.
I think if we want to make it to the car show, we're gonna have to make some compromises here. But I have an idea. If this fails, I think we can make something happen.
All right, let's get down to the bottom of the hill.
Yep. Try it again.
And try it again.
All right.
That sounds like an engine start.
Yeah, it sounds like it's running.
I still don't have any fuel coming out of these.
Did the brakes work at least?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Where's my wrench at? It was on top of the
It sure
sauce, wasn't it?
I'll be back.
Crap. So we've added a little more fuel to the tank and we're gonna see if that works. How we look?
Yeah, we got fuel coming out.
Sweet.
All three.
So this should
Nice.
be the one.
This should be the one.
It should run. Okay. Fingers crossed, buddy. Fingers crossed. It's running.
Oh yeah.
It's running.
Oh.
It's running. We got it going, baby.
Fly back up when we can go off road.
You want to? I gotta say, it's a little noisy.
Oh, God.
We drove it a mile.
We did a whole mile.
We did a whole mile.
So,
Our throttles aren't synced, I guess.
So you were asking which ones were running.
Yes.
This one was completely off,
Okay.
not running at all.
Okay.
This key broke or something happened where this whole assembly wasn't spinning, but this was. This one was running when you gave it heavy throttle, but only then. This was the only one like actually putting in work. So these two are still connected. That one's not connected at all. Look
Oh.
how broken that is.
Goodness. Oh, it's wallered out too.
Nice.
Oh.
Whoa, do that again? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh. We got a mile out of it.
we did a whole mile. I mean, that's, I'm impressed. We did a whole mile with 3 engines that really do not
Belong in a car?
belong on a car or together. So it's safe to say that this summer, one of our big takeaways is that engines that were designed to be apart don't want to run together. So this was a win, but it's not gonna hit the streets as an inline 3. But we still need to go for a cruise. So I say we get the lights, turn signals, brake lights working, seat belts, everything we need, and then we delete the rear 2 engines and see if we can turn this thing into a hypermiler.
It's a little painful, especially like these throttles that I thought were so cool.
We did so well. And, like, they work great.
Yeah. That's what happens. So,
But, you know, one key is never strong enough for this much torque.
yeah, we knew it wouldn't last. I was hoping it would last longer than a mile, but it's okay.
Oh!
You know what?
That's why it died.
Okay.
The skinny key spot?
That's the other one I made with the, and it's broken the same spot.
Dang.
So, all right. So it wasn't the connector; it was
Our machined piece.
I mean, the new one held up.
The new one held up, and it's got more power going through that.
So that means a new one would work.
I think what happened was cutting the other key for the couplers. That's what weakened it.
Well, that's why so much play was, is because the whole rod wasn't connected.
No, it was connected in the beginning.
well.
Yeah, but we had less play, like way more play.
I shouldn't be able to do that either.
No.
So the set screws came loose or something.
Yeah, that screw came loose.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's gnarly.
We gotta have that other style that clamps
Yeah.
as well as, yeah. Those are nice connectors. They'd probably work great with electric motors and
Something,
maybe something
smooth
smoother, like
that doesn't
like
have a torque hit.
the military 4-cylinder
Yeah.
probably worked perfect, but the single-cylinder diesel with all that torque immediately, like bam, 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 it ain't gonna last.
Oh, you guys did good. So that means when we were cruising around, Ike, it was one engine, and then every once in a while it would pick the second up. Whereas you thought it was 2, and then it would pick the third up.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. We might get down the road okay with this.
Only one way to find out.
What do you reckon the fuel economy is going to be with one engine?
60 miles to the gallon.
Man, I think it's going to be like 30.
60.
No.
I'm gonna start driving this to and from work.
I think, because it's going to be at maximum load at all times, I don't think the mileage is going to be very good. That's just my thinking.
I don't think it'd be maximum load at all times if you have a flat surface. I say, without those engines, we're gonna have to chop the back of this thing off.
No, man. There's so much support on that for the Baja Bug. We can put a cooler. Yeah,
It's perfect.
storage, man.
I mean, man's got a point. It fits so good.
You start it up, you put it on, you hook it up, and you're ready to go to the beach.
It's like it was made for it.
Put some bungee cords on this thing. And you go hit the beach, dude. It's got the sound
Dude.
system. Now it's
You
got
load
the
it up with some ice and drinks, ready to roll.
What about snacks?
You put snacks in there too.
All right, I'm game.
Your pantry's in the front.
Yeah. It's an overlanding rig, boys. All right, so we got to take all that off the flywheel, put our starter cut back on so we can crank this up, and hook everything else up we need.
All right, dude, check this out. I mean, that put a lot of stress.
Look at
on
gap.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, and I can't even get it off either. It's I'm gonna have to pry it off. Hoping this will work, but it wouldn't have lasted very long. We were lucky to get a mile out of it. Oh my goodness, it is. It has mushroomed up on the edges there, so it's tightened everything up. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's about ruined though. It could still be used for something. We ready for a ride?
Think so. You got the cooler with the ice?
We don't have any ice. So if we want to have the cooler on the back of this thing, we are going to have to look into the factory starter on this Beetle. We're using the factory flywheel, which means that flywheel being there, we should be able to use the factory starter on the car. So we're not getting anything. I don't know what's going on. We have headlights, we have running lights. I don't know what that switch is. That's the horn. Oh no. We got to find out why it's not. All right, so the starter is located right under here. It is right here. I got my hand on it. And we need to figure out if we're getting a signal to this thing. But I'm gonna try to cheat a little bit. If I jumper this wire right here, we'll get something.
Well.
We got some misalignment. I think the flywheel is a little bit too close to the starter, so that is an issue. It wants to turn. Okay, yeah, so we've got an alignment issue. So we have our engine in here. We found out that the factory starter, Beetle starter, doesn't work with this because the flywheel is actually cocked a little bit in the wrong spot. So we need to shim up the bottom part of the engine to kind of shift the flywheel exactly where we need it to be for the starter to engage the teeth. So while Zach behind the camera does me a solid and makes a nice little shim with 2 holes drilled in it that we can put underneath the front of this engine, which will make it shift up, which pushes the flywheel down. I'm gonna be working on the wiring. So we're not getting power to the starter. In fact, we're not getting power to the switch. So the power goes to the switch first, and then from the switch to the starter. So I'm trying to figure out why we don't have any power. And it appears that we might not have any power to this fuse box. So I went through the wiring, and if I'm right, when I press this button here, we should have something happening back there.
We got it.
We got a starter, baby. That is awesome. Oh, I can't wait to show the guys. So we can't forget our final touch on this thing. Seat belts. Bingo. Check it out. Seat belts! Did I get way too excited over seat belts?
Well, boys, is this beast ready to hit the road?
Oh, I think it is.
That ain't going anywhere.
I hope not.
All right, so we're down a little bit of horsepower compared to where we started, but we still think it's gonna do fine on the road. That said, let's fire it up and drive it around the property and see how we think it's gonna do on the road so we make sure it can at least hit the speed limit.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And we did miss the car show because of our conundrum, but we have another destination in mind. It's gonna be well worth it. I'm gonna follow them in the mini bike because if this can easily surpass that, that's gonna have a hard time on the street. I think this car looks way better with a cooler on the back than it did with 2 extra engines.
Oh, really?
It looks like you're on the way to a party now.
Crank it up.
Beach party.
I'm digging this. It's awesome.
Wow, see you later, boys.
It's moving. I mean,
they're moving along too.
sounds like it's starting to struggle. Let me go find it.
Go find them.
That's to the floor. That's really good.
All right.
Rolling cold, buddy.
See, I bet we're only going 25 miles an hour.
We're gonna go get them wrapped up.
Dude, he is moving. Oh, he's drifting.
It's to the floor, dude. Yeah.
He's not afraid to send it. That is so cool.
Throttle broke. Throttle cable broke. Oh, dang.
Man, the brake lights and everything work. Man, you spun tires shifting gears.
Yeah. We do have a problem.
Okay.
I just snapped the throttle cable.
Uh-oh. That is a problem. Well, let's get a new throttle cable installed real quick and put a fender on that mini bike. We can do our road trip. Got the throttle cable fixed up.
Kinda.
Let's go get something to eat, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Not idling, but
It's all right. Yeah, can you put it?
I'm on this row out there. big uphill.
Yeah.
What's it like to drive?
Yeah.
It's not pleasant. I mean, it drives straight. I can let go of the steering wheel. It goes pretty straight. It's just no power at all.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing 35.
That is a big uphill over there.
Well, let's just charge at it and see what happens.
Yeah. 36 miles an hour. 38.9. 39. That's awesome.
Almost the speed limit.
Yeah. And we're going up. Starting to get a line of cars behind us.
Serious?
Well, there's only two. We're almost to where we're going.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good thing. You know what? That's perfect because the speed limit just changed to 35. That lady in the Prius is like, what am I looking at? Oh my goodness.
Let's see, is it gonna idle?
Does not idle.
No. I gotta adjust the idle.
Is our battery going to be able to restart this thing?
I don't know. We'll find out.
What do we think,
guys.
boys? That was sweet, right?
Awesome. Dude, we left a trail of smoke for as long as you can see.
Rolling coal.
There's just a black haze behind us.
How fast did you guys see?
Okay, up until that last hill we came up, you guys were getting close to 40.
Yeah, I saw 39 on the GPS.
Yes, yes. Like right before we started going uphill again, it was right under 40. It was fantastic.
In my hometown, it would probably do great.
Yeah, it's a little flatter.
Yeah.
And I mean, but this is awesome.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
Cool, man. Good day for a bug, isn't it?
It is. This one was blown up, so we put in a diesel engine we bought on Amazon. It goes 39.
That's awesome, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's a sweet car too. We just saw this pull up and we were like, no way.
Yeah, I've always had a bug of some sort, you know, when you get rid of it, you gotta have another one, you know.
Right?
So.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
that's
Super?
That's a
Same
flat
that.
dash Super feature.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like the windshield shape or something?
Well,
Windshield's
The,
round.
the later,
struts.
yeah, they were round, but the dash was flat. You know, that was the last year of the
Okay.
72 and 73. They changed the dash, made it really kind of a, not my favorite dashboard.
Okay.
We didn't do any cutting on this thing. It's
It was already cut
it's
when we
already
got
cut
it.
up like this. So we just made the adapter to put the engine to it. So it's got the regular clutch, shifter, and everything.
Tear out anything back for that motor, are you?
Nope.
Now, this was originally cylinder number 3. We had another 2 right here.
All tied together, so it was a 3-cylinder. But we broke one of the couplings the day before yesterday.
Yeah. So that's
then
what
we
did
were
it.
like, let's see what happens when we put one in it.
Yeah.
They put the cooler behind.
Exactly. So.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
cooler's covering up the engine plate. that's
Yeah.
on the other end.
That's a
Exactly.
good spot for the cooler, man.
Yeah.
It's
That's
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's killer.
So how well does a homemade inline 3 diesel do on the streets? We wouldn't know. We only got the one engine running. And it's a little slow, but it's got the style. Thanks for watching. We're gonna hit the beach. We'll see you next time. Dude, it is so slow, brother. Now we got a line of cars behind us.
Got a bunch of this stuff for the Land Speed Bike, and if y'all hadn't seen the Land Speed Bike video, make sure you check it out. It's been exactly a year. So 1 year ago, we took our bike to Bonneville, and we run it at Bonneville.